Good morning, everybody. Today I'm in Hearns Bay and I'm heading to Whitstable, where I'm working. I took this shift for 4 days, and it's a nice town by the sea, and it's nice to be out of London for a few days. I know I was already in holiday for 10 days, but it's nice anyway to actually have some time for myself, and it's gorgeous here. The town is actually an hour away walking, so I'm staying in this other village, and it would be nice to just wake up, have a walk to work, and just walking by the sea. It will be just refreshing and re-energizing, instead to my usual pick the bike and ride in the London traffic. This is absolutely another atmosphere. I could catch a bus to get there to work, but I found that it would be good for me, especially right now. Really need to get the balance back on track. So the story I'm telling you today, it's still set in Auckland, and this is about my brother driver license. So this is another synchronicity, and this is actually a period. It was the period where, after reading the book The Secret, a book that a flatmate, that after leaving my flat, moving to another flat, and left the book behind and let me read it. So obviously it wasn't an accident. That period was a really dark period for me, and I was desperate for help, any kind of help, and the help came in the way of this book that I read. I heard about that, The Secret. I heard about it, and I knew what it was about, but I never watched the book, I never read the book. I only knew briefly what it was about, and I wasn't into spirituality. I had some big event that did make me think about it, and wondering if there was more, but I wasn't yet inside that kind of world. So that book actually was the one that did then redirect my life to a more spiritual. I try to understand more about what spirituality is, and what life is, and what the world is. So after reading the book, especially because I was in such a bad shape, I was desperate, so I was willing to try everything to feel better. So I tried to follow step by step what the book said, and it is when all the magic started to happen. That magic that I know very well. It could happen every time, but I don't know. Or maybe it's not like I don't know. Maybe it's what life is. That's why it's so hard, even when you witness the magic, when you witness the miracles. That's why it's so hard to keep repeating that kind of feelings, that kind of emotions, to keep that focus in the now, that emotions uplifted, that inner peace. Even if you know, and you saw the magic, you still get back out of balance. I don't know how it's possible, but I'm not the only one, of course. I'm not the only one. So after reading that book and try to follow step by step, and being able to do it for a while, it's when all the synchronicities took place, all the magic, encounters happen. So obviously, following the books teachings, and trying to keep my emotion uplifted and a state of inner peace, raised my frequency and attracted all the same frequency that was on the same frequency. So that's why so many synchronicities, so many people that was important for my development, and so on. So this is just one of the many that obviously I'm going to tell more in the next days, especially because I'm gonna have a lot of time to chat. So it's what happened is that my brother one evening tells me that he lost his driver license. He doesn't know how, he doesn't know when that happened. He only knows that he lost his driver license, and obviously he couldn't drive without that. So he was drunk. He went out the night before, and he probably went to pay something, and took out his wallet, and then the driver license just came off, and fall on the ground somewhere. I mean, you will never find it. There's no way. There was no point to even searching for it, because how can you find? Who knows where he lost it? It could have been everywhere. So it's like, look, I remember I told my brother, look, the only thing is you just go to the Italian embassy and just get issue a new international driver license. That's the best option. So the day after, I'm going to work, and I think at the time I was working. On number 1 Queen Street cafe, just at the bottom of Queen Street, in front of Britomart train station, and I finished work, I think around 5, something like that, and I was still living at the building on K Road. So basically just at the top of Queen Street, coming from the cafe. So I walk back home, and when I'm basically in front of the building, I literally felt compelled to look down. Like literally, I feel compelled to look down. I don't know why, but I felt compelled to look down. So I did it, and then there was a piece of paper. I don't know why, I decided to pick it up, looking at it, and and fucking hell, it was my brother driver, international driver license. So now, this is the interesting thing. So he lost his driver license the day before, and so in the evening. So let's make he lost it at midnight. So he stayed all night, and then all day. So countless people walked by. I believe that even a little bit of wind, it would blow it away. And so there were so many possibilities, so many things could happen for that piece of paper, because it was just a piece of paper. that could fly away or be kicked or anything. But no, it, I could have walked on the other side of the road and then across the road like from the main entry of the building, so I would never see it. But no, I just walk on the left side of the road, across the road, and literally, not earlier, not later, I felt to compare to look down, like literally right in front of where the piece of paper was. So personally, I felt that I was on the right frequency, and it was important for me to find it, to have my brother to confirm, probably for the universe, to confirm that I was on the right track. And anyway, that was like one of the proof that my higher frequency state was attracting all the right things, and without even have to sometimes do anything, literally my higher frequency was redirecting me to all the right thing, because all the other happenings, they all happened in that period where I was able to maintain that state of higher frequency, inner peace. So after a while, I let myself lose that state, and I would say lose the faith, and then slowly, like Hector Tolle calls it, I went back on my pain body, and I slipped back to the illusion of what we call reality in life. So keep your frequency high. Keep your frequency high regarding what's happening, regarding everything, regarding something in the sky, whatever they leave it on the sky, that I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. But even if it looks like everything is going bad, even if it looks like we are living in a society led by psychopathic, doesn't matter. Keep your frequency high, because your higher frequency attract a like frequency. Higher frequency shape your reality regarding what's going on around you. It create, you co-create your positive and higher reality, and at the same time just raising your frequency, your energy. You are affecting the people around you, helping them to feel better at the same time. So you helping people just being on a higher frequency, just being on a higher frequency. Because I'm gonna start this story another time, but this is, you can feel it, you can feel those energy. And when people are on higher frequency, even if you don't know, you around those people, you feel better. And you feel better because they are on a higher frequency, and they're affecting you, making you feel better. So it's really important now more than ever that you focus all your energy in the now, in the present moment, and regarding what your reality looks like, don't believe it. Keep your frequency high, and slowly you will yourself, you will see on your, like by yourself, all the miracles happening. So don't believe me. Just do it and try yourself, and then you can tell me if I was right or not. Okay. So I leave you with this beautiful scenario, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good day to everyone.